Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing here, Purdy. That is caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a 1st down on this opening drive.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey able to fight through 1 tackle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Operating from the gun, Perez. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Get set, go. 18.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
McCaffrey not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, That's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get sixes instead of threes.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't have my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You look at this Niner defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league. 17th in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Cardinals, first down.
Here's Murray. Olave holds it in. They give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing again, Murray. Open man, here's Benson. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Here's Murray. That is incomplete. The Cardinals at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals! Trey Benson hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Point after try forthcoming. And that will be no good, but there are penalty flags on the field here. And I think they were a little overzealous trying to block that one. Okay, so the personal foul penalty. And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
This time, the extra point up and good. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And his throw here is incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. Well, look at this Arizona defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll line up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the giver speech. But I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Murray now. Here's a screen for Robinson. Room past the 35. Down the right sideline. And finally taken down at the 34. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing now is Murray. Now he'll tuck it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
At the 49ers' 44-yard line.
Now Murray. Olave over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. Here's 3rd and 3.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Murray now to throw. Murray to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Bates' kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Shotgun now from Murray. That's complete to Robinson. Down the sideline he goes. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 46 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. From the 20, here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go! 2-2, hot!
Murray going to throw. That's a screen pass. That's complete. Look at the spin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
To throw, it's Murray. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he's across midfield to the 48.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
A gain of 13 yards. And a 49er first down.
21.
Here's Purdy. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Cardinals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
2nd and 5.
To throw is Murray.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. A final shot before half from Murray. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Trey Benson
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Down to the 42, second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try to chip someone at the second level.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First down, San Francisco.
Purdy looking to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. A 3-yard pickup on second and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on third and a little more than a yard.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Daniel Bellinger, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 149 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out when they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing here, Purdy. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the 49er first down.
Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, 54 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter.
His kick is good.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie us at 24.
Daniel Carlson is set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. First and 10.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, right back to Benson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Down by Michael Williams. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Murray.
49-yard line.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That ball caught. It's Mike Andrews, the tight end. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Mark Andrews, 26 yards. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's second down. Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down, 49ers.
They go play action here. Purdy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy off the play fake. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, San Francisco.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's another 49er first down.
Now Purdy. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Daniel Carlson set to kick
Well,
off.
this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Toss play to Robinson. And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
A gain of 6. That's good for Cardinals. First down. First and 10.
Murray now.
40-yard line.
Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Omaha, 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 Omaha. Omaha, 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 Omaha. Hey. 2-2.
Here's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Isaiah Rodgers up to make the tackle.
Second and 6.
From the 16, Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Now first and goal.
Get set, get set. Hot.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here. They begin on the ground with Galindo. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
At the 33-yard line.
2-2. That's one. Hey. 2-2.
Back to throw, Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Nothing open downfield, they went underneath.
And see if you can get it to your running back, see if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. To throw is Murray. Connecting with Andrews. And he's going to have the Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Cardinals first down.
Now Murray. And that'll be off
the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
Biggest.
Murray to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.